Okay, here we come again to yet another piece of terror. Terrifying news. Terrifying incidents. Amazing, isn't it? Eh? The USSR, Soviet Union, collapses, and then shortly after, there begins a new theme. Terrorism for Muslims. Instead of communism, it's now Islam. Well, both are evil, wicked, pernicious, vile, and seek to take over the world, to promote and to establish their wickedness, their sovereign rule over man, to take away the liberties and freedom that are innate within us all, of which how many we don't know, but there's certainly multitudes abuse that innate freedom. Now, when I clicked on this for about 5 minutes, from the very beginning it was obvious that it was a pigging fake, another sodding fake. The footage begins very cloudy. I got a camera and video camera that can take better pictures of this, and it's not exactly that expensive. And I'm darn certain every bugger else, even with their mobile phones, has got a better picture than pigging this. So this is deliberately done again, and this begins to show the theme that this is, as with others, a fake event, because they're obscuring things from it. Let's go on with this. New York City terror. Ah yeah, city terror. Ooh. Truck driver kills at least 8, injures 15. NBC Nightly News. Okay.
And mangled bicycles strewn across this New York City sidewalk today. At least 8 people dead and more than a dozen injured after this truck sped down a popular bike path just after 3 p.m.
Just as a point, you see where these buggers are done, just done. See what they've done? They whisk through. We should not forget that this is being portrayed on TV first, then comes to the internet, or internet TV. Who knows? Somebody does. So they whisk through it, so your attention then is not focused upon the incident. Certain incidents, that is. Okay? Now, you know, this is being mangled in a machine. This bicycle. It's pigging obvious. Pigging obvious, because it's all closed together. It's not bent up as a bicycle. It's closed in together. You've been in a crusher, huh?
At least 8.
Look at it. That's been in a frigging crusher. One wheel on a bike, no tyres, so it's come from a scrapyard. No tyres, no in the tube, one wheel. Oh, is that the inner tube? Or tyre? Should be arrested for one wheel on a tyre that has got no tread. But it's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. And of course, how the hell do you get that from that? And let's say that's the tyre, because that's the rim in there. Yeah, that's the tyre. Because I was going to say, it doesn't really matter if it's a tyre, if we call it the tyre or the inner tube. It's got to be one or the other. But that's the tyre, the baldy tyre. Okay, because that's the ridge there. So the inner tube's gone. Somebody slung. Looks like a tyre pump there. But where's the other wheel? I suppose the pedals are somewhere. That's a part of the pedal. Oh man. Hey? What's he sitting on? A bigging bar? Where's the seat? Huh? Oh, it's just crap, isn't it? Just crap.
8 people dead and more than a dozen injured.
Here it is,
This truck
faded.
sped down a popular bike path just after 3.
This truck, you see, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you audience, this truck. None other. This truck. Well, why are you telling us that it is this truck? Why do we have to be told it's this truck? Okay? Because it's the pattern. You see, it's a play. So the audience has to be informed. You see, treated like morons because the media considers them to be morons. It considers all of us to be morons. Children, basically. Who don't understand anything. Another matter. Tell me something. How is it that pedestrians and cyclists can cause this much pigging damage? Oh, come on now. Has America got robots now? The Terminator. That's what they are. I'm not going to a pig in America if they've got these pigging Terminators, solid robotic machines that can do this, because a human being couldn't do this, a bicycle couldn't do this. Eh? Nice windshield, or as they say across there, of course, nice windshield still intact. There's no doors open, so he's not fled. Or as he fled and shut the doors, I must shut the door in case somebody steals it. Okay? I bet they get this from the knacker's yard because they're bald tyres. This is a bald tyre, that looks like Baldy. Got it from the knacker's yard and plonked it down. Just like they did with the vehicle on Westminster Bridge outside the Houses of Parliament. That was lowered down off the back of a truck. Evidently. We didn't see it, but it is evident by how it got there that it had to be delivered there, and the only way you can get a vehicle to be delivered there is by the back of a truck. And of course, in the Westminster one, we've got the piece of plywood that some bugger didn't manage to take away, leaning against the railings, so it was in a crate. Because there's no way that a piece of plywood would be leaning up a pigging against the gate, the railings, okay, at any time of the day. It had to be put there. And nobody's going to be putting that there with security. And why should they put that there? They'd have to go across Westminster to do what? Put a piece of plywood against the railings. They'd have been pigging stopped before they could have ever done that by the security. So, it falls out that the bugger, with all the area cleared of people, reporters, etc., were told to clear off, bugger off, get away. It was offloaded in a crate, so no bugger saw it. The pieces put back on the crate, off it went. And this is probably the same. Came on the back of a pigging low loader in a crate, dumped down.
PM, intentionally hitting pedestrians and cyclists.
We have multiple people on the ground, from Chambers all the way up to Houston.
The truck also targeted a school bus, injuring 2 adults and 2 children inside.
Targeted a school bus. Yeah, where's the damage? Somebody's just put up the hood. Very vague footage as it continues. Okay. And it's a school bus. Well, do you know something? I would never have known. Would you have known that this is a school bus? Eh? Would you? I wouldn't, unless it was told. Thank you, nanny state, nanny media, nanny this, nanny that, nanny the piggy other. Eh? I wouldn't have known.
This video posted to Snapchat purports to show the
Snapchat.
suspect after he hopped out of the truck, running near the scene with something in his hand.
I saw this dude with 2 guns.
Oh, he saw 2 guns. What would we just see?
Dude with 2 guns.
Hang on. 2 guns you saw him with. Well, he's got 1 item in his hand.
Hopped out of the truck, running near the scene with something.
Now then, I don't know how to slow this one up, but that looks like a gun. I'm not going to say it's a real gun, just that it's a gun. A prop gun, maybe. Probably is.
Near the scene with something.
I mean, that looks like the shape of a gun, doesn't it? 1 handgun.
In his hand.
I saw this dude with 2 guns.
2 guns now.
And the guy with the 2 guns, for some reason, was running around. He was getting chased.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, 4 shots went off, and
Really?
we all just started running out.
Tell me something. What's wrong with your story? It's a bad story for a start. And what's wrong with your picking ears? Deaf looks? Huh? What's this? Mr. Spock? Hey? What's this? What's this all about? Huh? Look! The Messiah! The Messiah! Ah, ah. What a crazy man. I mean, the chap himself is running around with what the shape of a gun. 1 gun. And he's saying there's 2.
Out this way.
He was shot by an on-duty patrol officer.
Really? Hang on a minute. Let me just check something. Blue! Oh, get out of it, you. Oh. Go on, bugger off. Now then, let's have a look at something here. Yeah. So he's got the reddish band, yellowish red. Right. Okay. No.
Children inside.
Really?
This video posted to Snapchat.
So he's got that up there. Very vague.
Reports to show the suspect after he hopped out of the truck, running near the scene with something in his hand.
I saw this dude with 2 guns. And the guy with the 2 guns, for some reason, was running around. He was getting chased. And then all of a sudden, 4 shots went off, and we all just started running out this way.
He was shot by an
Yeah.
on-duty patrol officer and taken into custody.
Very nice colour now, isn't it? He was shot by an off-duty... Sorry. No.
Patrol officer and taken into custody.
This way.
He was shot by an on-duty patrol officer and taken into custody.
Okay, he was shot by an on-duty police officer and taken into custody. Really? Where was he shot? Up the arse or something? Somewhere we can't see? Have they managed to put something down here? Or was this on the pavement as it was? Because there's no blood pouring out anywhere. No bookers attending to the wound. It's just lying there. In a position. Not in agony. Nothing. A still picture.
The suspect
Why?
is now being treated at a local hospital.
This was an act of terror, and a particularly cowardly act of terror aimed at innocent civilians.
The NYPD, which had been focusing on heavy security for tonight's Halloween parade just a few blocks away, now investigating this incident as an act of terror. According
Right, just a second.